And I always have this frisson of excitement when I walk into the degree show and I see the work laid out. And one of the most memorable things for me, it is always different. And it is because the students themselves have put in their own particular input. They've brought something to the degree show. And I think it shows the quality of the teaching here, that they managed to bring out and celebrate this individuality which the students have. One aspect of getting older is there are fewer and fewer certainties in one's life and beliefs, because prejudices have been weathered away over time. But one certainty remains for me, and that it is the value of teaching, of being exposed to young, fresh, and acquisitive minds, always ready to ask the unexpected question that throws one back on one's mettle. I remember showing a group of students a classical Roman D, which I had photographed on the Via Appia. This letter was carved in about 10 AD, and I was extolling to the students its beauty, its almost musical quality in line and form. And suddenly a student popped up and said, "Why? Why was it beautiful?" And of course one was immediately removed from one's comfort zone, because I knew the letter was beautiful. I had every confidence in that. But then to suddenly explain in words the unexplainable, that's a moment of excitement. And of course the question itself, why, is so interesting, particularly in design. In design, we do ask ourselves, what is beauty? What is good design? What is harmony in design? So thank you, students everywhere, and in particular the university, for giving me this great honor, which is completely unexpected, but I'm very, very grateful indeed to receive it. Thank you.
We're nearly there now. Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, I have now a very pleasant task of thanking you for taking part in the ceremony today and of endorsing the Vice-Chancellor's best wishes to all of you and, of course, drawing this celebration to a close. A big change to me over the last year as I ceased being a government minister. I have to say I'm quite pleased about that, and it's nice to be able to say it as well. What I have found, however, is when you get in the back of a car, it doesn't go anywhere, which has been a bit of a shock to me. You have to drive it, but still. Today marks the beginning of an exciting new chapter in the lives of all of the graduating students with whom I've had the pleasure of shaking hands, and indeed many of you, as I know from talking to you on the stage, have actually started in that next stage of your life, and very well done on that as well. And I know that you'll all go on and achieve much greater success. One of the pleasant things I find, because I'm now associated with this university as its Chancellor over the last 4 years, when I've been out and about doing my job, I've come across lots of ex-graduates from this university. Just last year I came over one who was doing some amazing work on IT systems to counter the terrorist threat, very pertinent to what's going on at the moment. And last Sunday, in fact yesterday, I was going for an interview on Sky. I tend to do quite a lot of interviews in the media. My wife refers to me as a media tart, which is a bit embarrassing. And I discovered there that I took my grandson along, he disappeared, and I found he'd been scooped up by an ex-graduate from here who was doing a wonderful job coordinating a lot of the stuff in the Sky studios in Osterley. So I do come across very successful graduates from this university. And as the Vice-Chancellor said in his opening address today, it's about success and a very special moment in everyone's lives. And I hope that will be remembered for many years to come. And I hope that our graduating students' memories of their time at university will be both fond and proud. And certainly from talking to some of you very briefly, that seemed to come across to me. And that all of you will be imbued with that spark of creativity and energy to which I think Southampton Solent University, and what I know, is so vitally committed, and that comes over in so many ways. I think we'll all leave the Guildhall today with some very vivid memories of the last hour or so. It's a very important day for everybody here, and we'll all have different thoughts, reflections, and memories of what's happened today. I will certainly carry away yet again the image of very successful young people, some of them not quite so young, but none of them old bastards like me, but not quite so young, coming across this stage to collect their awards with everything to aspire to in the future and some very excellent results to celebrate. But whilst today is about success, equally it's about hard work, about perseverance, about people achieving things that they didn't really think they could achieve. And it's also about working with other groups of people, about gaining social skills, about learning tolerance, self-discipline, and of course all those things ultimately making you succeed in life in so many ways. Now, being a student today in higher education is very challenging and by no means easy. Changes in funding and other pressures are making student life much more difficult in so many different ways. And you have all survived this and flourished, and now you can enjoy the success that your efforts and abilities have earned you. So very well done on that. And let me be the first to greet you as graduates and diplomats. Very well done. Congratulations. I must also pay tribute to all of those in the Guildhall today who have been with you, and even when not present, were instrumental in getting you down the long, winding road that led to this award. And I mean your families, spouses, loved ones, friends, all of whom have played a vital part in your being a successful student in higher education. Now, this process has always involved encouragement, love and motivation, but nowadays it's certain to have involved much time and effort as well, not to mention a considerable amount of money. And I join you in thanking them and saluting them for their part in today's success story. Very well done. And on your behalf, I also want to thank the staff of Southampton Solent University for making all this happen, and for their skills, support, and most especially for their excellent teaching. And it is excellent teaching. One never forgets a good teacher, and this is particularly true for students in higher education. And here on stage, and in this university in general, we have a group of teaching staff who are outstanding in their commitment, their care, and their dedication. They have played an important part in your lives and in building an excellent reputation for Southampton Solent University. Thank you very much indeed. Well done. It only remains for me to wish all those graduating today every possible success in the future, and to thank you all for being here to make this such a happy, memorable occasion. I lost my bet with my wife. I said I thought at least 10 of the students would say cheers mate to me, but only 8 of them said cheers mate to me. So I've lost that bet, but never mind. For those of you who have travelled in particular very long distances, and I know some of you have, do please have a safe journey home. Ladies and gentlemen, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, by the authority invested in me as Chancellor of the University, I declare this graduation ceremony closed.